Okay, hello YouTube. Welcome to session 34 of Witchmoon Vale.
Each.
I know,
34.
right? So with the tournament concluded, the city of Hammerfast is in full party time. Celebrations fill the streets as the town folks celebrate the combatants and the victors. The party's table is filled with... your guys' table for this evening has been constantly filled with bottles of alcohol of all varieties in celebration of Tenzen's victory and the rest of your well-fought battles. After taking most... No, Gavin, go. I will talk to you after. After talking, most people intend to start leaving after their hangovers fade the next day, and the city is expected to return to normal. But during the setting sun this evening is the official ceremony that Tenzen is supposed to partake in. So, yeah. Sorry, guys, I had to try to lager for a sec.
Oh, you're fine. I will make my way. Unless there's other stuff that people are wanting to do, I will probably just make my way to wherever I need to be.
I think we should escort His Majesty to the ceremony.
I'll be cleaned up.
Just
well.
to keep his daughter and fan at bay, you know.
I'll be cleaned up. I'll have a fresh shave on my head. I'll like clean up my clothes of any like dirt or blood or anything, and yeah, make our way down there.
1 second, child aggro again.
I'm back, sorry. So you guys are probably drinking for a little while and then head down, is that what I heard?
Yeah, I'm just like preparing. I got like a fresh haircut, like trimmed my hair, or just like fresh shave on my head, and make my way down.
Okay.
After like cleaning clothes and looking presentable and such.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So yeah, you were told to be there before the sun sets for the ceremony because it takes place at sunset.
Okay. I will be there before sunset.
Okay.
As we're, because we're going with him. Like we said, we were gonna escort him.
Yeah.
As we're going through town, they'll be like, "Make way for the champion!" Like pushing people out of the way. Just like, get the fuck out of my way.
Coming through.
Tenzen takes like
coming through.
Tenzen takes like an unannounced right turn when when they're not looking.
Like grab him.
No, I'm behind you guys. I am not.
Oh no, hell no! We're flanking you. We're your bodyguards right now.
Tenzen does not want this attention.
Beat off the ladies or men with a stick.
I mean, truthfully, this is like
Tenzen's
like, guys, no, please, no. Like this
cast thaumaturgy so that I can't hear him, and I'm yelling even shout.
Embrace it. It is fine.
The champion is Majesty Tenzen.
I mean, Tenzen like just stops. I mean, he's not gonna let.
I'll pick him up.
God.
I will get out of the way of that.
Grappling check. Grappling check.
Okay. So you're trying to pick him up?
Yeah.
Okay. Do an athletics versus his.
Wow, that's a great roll.
Nine.
Hey, Tenzen manages to keep out of your grip.
Nice, Tenzen.
Guys, please, let's not do this. Let's just walk.
We're just trying to get you through your adoring fans.
Nothing needs to be any different.
Now that people have heard the commotion, they all are turning and watching, and you've started a parade, basically heading to the temple.
Excellent.
Make way. For
You guys see Tenzen. He is legitimately unhappy right now.
It's Princeton.
We should have.
Tenzen is going to try and duck into the closest alley and get away from this situation.
No.
There's people everywhere. The city's packed today. Everyone's out in the streets, waiting and getting ready for the ceremony this evening. So, just so you know, Tenzen.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. Let's move you guys over to the actual city map. That'll be easier. So, yeah. So, you guys end up.
I am.
So it takes probably 30 minutes of finagling, moving through people to get over there.
To get where?
To get to the temple down here.
Oh.
Did that pull you guys? There we go.
Yeah.
We're just gonna throw these guys around. There's way more than that.
There's 6 people here for your ceremony.
Intense.
Good turnout.
You do see that Balrog has set up some braziers and basically spear poles that have ropes strung across them that is keeping an area at the entrance of the temple clear of the raised dais area, where there is an altar that has a red and green banner draped over it that
Oh my
has
God.
the symbol of Gruumsh on it.
They're gonna sacrifice you.
Preferable to my
Gonna-
entry.
Pour garlic milk all over your carcass.
Yeah. From instructions that you were told to approach the entryway to the roped area and just wait until he basically calls you up, basically.
I do that.
Okay. As you look out over the crowd that is beginning to amass, you notice that there is tons of people here, probably in the hundreds. But in addition to the hundreds of people, you see hundreds of ghosts as well that are all gathering. There's a ghost for every person, basically. The ghosts are mostly orcs. And they're just, everyone's beginning to pack in and gather around in preparation.
I say before everything starts, I want to pull. What's this guy's name?
He is not there at the moment.
Oh.
He's inside the temple. You have not seen him, and he told you to wait at the entrance to the barrier.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's about there.
Okay. So before, as soon as I see him, and before everything really ramps up, I want to try and grab him.
Okay. Okay. So it's about 5-10 minutes of waiting when the sun has begun to dip over the horizon, and you watch as the evening sky turns the deep bright red, and you hear a gong go off inside the temple, and the entire crowd silences as you hear a thump of a staff, and the doors to the temple open up, and Balrog, Skullbreaker, steps out with his spear that he is using like a staff.
Gotcha. Well, I will not interrupt this then. Seems like this is all very ceremony, and I won't mess with it.
He steps forward to the altar. His staff spear It's you've never seen it before, but it has the symbol of Gruumsh up near the head, and its wood and the metal seem to have a red hue that envelops the entire thing.
Nice.
As he steps forward, he motions for you to step up to the altar.
I do.
Okay. And then he stands there and goes, "Beneath the blood-red sky, we name our new champion. This evening, his foes fall... this evening. May his foes fall before him. May he trample their bones to dust. May he bathe in their blood and drink to victory from their skulls. Tonight, under this blood-red sky, Tenzen, may your spear strike your foes down. May your fists bludgeon, and may your victories bring suffering to your foes. In the name of the One-Eyed, I name you the champion of Gruumsh." He thrusts his spear into the air, and as he does so, the crowd and him both begin to chant, "Blood, bone, victory. Blood,
Blood,
bone,
bone,
victory."
victory.
And they
Blood,
continue to
bone,
chant and
victory.
continue to chant
Blood.
until he
bone.
slams the spear back down. As the sun dips below the mountains and the red sky turns to black. And then he motions for you to step around the altar, and he leads you inside the temple. But before he does so, before you guys step into the temple, he turns to the crowd. Children of Gruumsh, drink and make merry, for you witnessed a great victory in the name of the One-Eyed God. Now celebrate it. And then he slams the spear down, and you watch as a red beam of light shoots up from the spear into the sky. And in the sky, you see the symbol of Gruumsh appear in the clouds.
Wow.
And
All
booze
right.
rains from the heavens.
He then walks you inside the temple and says, "We have things to talk about, champion." And he'll lead you inside.
Damn.
All right.
Do
I
we
will
follow or no?
You do not feel like you have permission to follow.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, Thorgrim definitely would.
So,
Thorgrim whispers to Pasha, like in the middle of all that chanting, or like when he was saying all this, he's like, "I don't think they know Tenzen very well."
I don't think they know.
Tenzen looked so uncomfortable through all of the chanting and all of this like fanfare and attention.
Yeah.
This is the first time you guys have truly seen Tenzen look uncomfortable and almost rattled. Like, I mean, you guys like try and get under Tenzen's skin a lot with like the garlic milk, and DJ reacts to that more than Tenzen ever would. Tenzen is just like unshakable almost. Like nothing rattles him. He's just very like stoic about his business. But all of this like fanfare and attention has visibly made him uncomfortable, and not something that you guys have witnessed before.
I feel like after seeing how like messed up Tenzen is from this, like Pasha is going to just make him like a home brewed tea, not booze, tea. And like when she shows up, she'll just be like, "It's okay, buddy. You just drink this and think of your nice forest friends."
While
You
you're
better
brewing it,
go.
Thorgrim's like, "Aren't those marijuana leaves?"
Tenzen is fine with
keeping
weed.
track.
Tenzen is not going to
They're
shake
not
a stick at some
marijuana.
marijuana.
They're
I'm
feel
just
good leaf. I don't know what marijuana is. You are silly.
Oh, it must be a dialect.
She answers with the same thing in Dwarven.
Okay. Tenzen, I'm going to take you over to Whispers for this conversation.
Oh my! All right.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh,
So you walk with him into the temple.
I want to jump in first.
Yeah.
Tenzen. I mean, this is why Tenzen left his monastery for this like sort of like worship,
Uh-huh.
sort of like he was an un. I don't want to call myself a hero, but I saved somebody's life that was important and sacrificed myself to do so.
I remember.
And started treating different, and I hated it, and that's why ultimately why I left. And I'm trying to bleed more info about Tenzen out slowly, and all of this like showmanship and fanfare for him is just making him so uncomfortable. And so that's why I wanted to iterate that to you and to potentially the YouTube audience. Hopefully, they don't listen to this.
Oh, they're hearing this. Yeah, they'll
No,
hear.
I mean,
They'll hear. Oh, the rest of the party.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they go watch. I don't think they actually go watch. So, but yes.
Okay,
so,
go on. Sorry.
Yeah, so he invites you into the temple, and when you guys pass through, two of the attendants will close the doors behind you guys, and he will lead you off to a side room that he has to unlock to get inside.
Can I roll insight on this to make sure that everything feels safe?
Go for it.
This is just like a sort of a scary situation, and I think Tenzen is already sort of on edge with just the day.
Yeah.
26 insight.
Yeah. No. It seems this is just like standard ceremony, and he has private information that he wants to share with you
Understood.
about the champion, basically, about being champion.
So yeah, I'll follow him in.
Okay. As he goes in, it appears to be his office. There's a desk, a couple bookshelves, some weapons displayed on the wall, where he actually walks over and he puts the spear back on the hooks on the wall.
That spear is an interesting weapon. I've never seen anything quite like that.
It's my weapon of worship of Gruumsh. I had it specifically crafted using red stone and red woods and red metals to accentuate the bloodiness of battle.
Yes, it certainly conveys the message.
But what I invited you here is not to talk about my spear, but another one. In addition to this. And he walks over to his desk, and there's a small little, like, wooden box. And he flips it up, and inside is a very well-crafted holy symbol of Gruumsh. It's the image I have is not as clean and crisp as it would be. It would be it wouldn't be this it wouldn't be that way. It would be very like well cut, and there would be actually a ruby in the center of the eye.
Would it be bleeding?
The stone would have, yes, there would be probably a red stone worked into the stone to make it look like it's bleeding. But it would be much like, it's a symbol of Gruumsh, but he's a really well-crafted craftsman.
Yeah, it's like immaculate. It's like what the Pope would wear.
Yes. Like,
Yeah.
you don't feel like it almost feels out of place being a holy symbol to Gruumsh because it's so well crafted, because Gruumsh is the god of battle, victory, and slaughter.
Yeah.
So he hands it over to you and goes, "This is the champion's symbol."
Is it how do I want to word this? Is it wise to display this at all times?
You can, if you take pride in your victory. Gruumsh definitely looks favorable at that. In cities to the east, orcs tend to not be in the highest regards, especially in the Holy Empire, if should you travel there. They tend to not look highly upon orcs and or the worshippers of Gruumsh, considering him an evil god. He just unfortunately does not meet their high standards. And he says it with a kind of like disdain. But it's a holy symbol, just like any other. In some places, good gods are frowned upon. In some places, evil gods are frowned upon. It's a matter of display it when you feel you need to. But display it with pride.
I will. Thank you. Gruumsh is not my chosen god, but I understand the responsibility.
And then he slips a book out of the shelf and walks over and sets it on the desk and flips it open. And he says, but before you leave, there is a legend that has been told. No champion before you has decided to take the challenge and investigate, but rumor, legend, I guess I should say, tells of a ruins to the east of here. No, to the west. Sorry. To the west of here.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull up a Word document and write all this down because I'm certainly going to forget it.
An old ruined city that was destroyed by orcs. Far long ago, before Gruumsh even ascended to the heavens. Some believe that this victory is what caused him to ascend. But the legend tells of the ruins containing his spear. I personally have never gone investigating, due to the fact that I have never won the champion's position in the tournament and been named the champion. Because the champion is required, the title, to be deemed worthy of taking the said spear according to my stories here. And he begins flipping through the book and showing you the legend. Basically, Gruumsh, when he was immortal before he ascended, he was leading a war band, and he sacked a city. The city's name has been lost to time, but the description places it somewhere in the Vale. And upon sacking the city and destroying and killing its leader, he finally got enough to ascend to godhood, and that is when he rose to the heavens. That was when he ascended.
Gotcha.
Leaving his spear behind, thrust through the corpse of the dead king. And no one is believed to have ever been able to remove it.
And no one has ever been able to, and the other people that have had the champion title before me, that they've not gone on the quest, or they've not succeeded on the quest.
If they've gone, I've never seen them return. None of them before you have they've either gone and not returned, or have gone and or decided not to go due to the unforeseen unknown, thinking by now that it is probably gone, and they go looking elsewhere.
What do you think?
I have faith in Gruumsh, and I believe that these stories would not have made their way to me if there wasn't truth behind them.
I understand.
And I would not be sharing them with you if I did not believe that it was still there. But I am simply a priest and not a champion. And according to legend, only a champion named and blessed by a priest of Gruumsh may claim it from its resting place.
Understood. Thank you.
So, do with this information as you will.
DJ is having an internal debate right now about potentially, and by the way, with the symbol of Gruumsh, that doesn't look like the cult symbol that we've encountered that has been like
No.
locking up the shards. Okay.
Nope.
Does with my 26 insight and knowing that this isn't dangerous, would I also be able to like discern if I can trust Balrog?
You feel like he's pretty trustworthy. He's managed to maintain a peace between the followers of Gruumsh and the followers of Moradin in a dwarven fort that orcs conquered.
Yeah.
In the past. He's been able to maintain that delicate peace between them. Being basically a high priest of Gruumsh, living in a dwarven city.
I'm having the thought to ask him about the primal shards and see if he knows anything about them.
Okay.
But I don't know if I should without consulting the party first.
I don't know. This is your best time. He's private.
I think before I'll ask him, I say, Balrog, I again thank you for all of this. This is wonderful, and the heraldry and the showmanship and all of it makes me a little uncomfortable. I wish to just go about my business.
If you'd wish,
but I may.
He kind of cut you off for a second. He's like, if you didn't want the showmanship or the praise, then why did you compete in the tournament of Gruumsh?
I appreciate contest, and I appreciate honing one's skills and becoming better. and
You don't deserve praise for becoming better.
not when it's not sought after. Deserving and desiring are different things. While it may be deserved, it is not my goal. It is not my desire. But this is
He kind of pauses for a second. He's like,
yeah.
"You, sir, are definitely the most interesting champion I think I've ever had win this tournament."
You honor me. Thank you. And I bow.
I'm intrigued to see what you bring to the name. What you do with this title.
I will do what I must. And also, there are some things that I must consult with my group about. But is it possible that we can meet again tomorrow and have a potentially private discussion?
I'm sure that could be arranged. I do have a lot of business to attend to tomorrow with the cleanup of the city and from the tournament and everything. It's always a multi-day project.
Yeah.
Getting things back in order. But I'm sure I could make time in the evening tomorrow.
Absolutely. Well, we will send word if plans change. But I will plan to be here tomorrow evening to discuss something further potentially.
He'll nod and be like, "Is there anything else you wish to know about the position of the title?"
Are there any sort of responsibilities? Does it carry weight or power? Or, I mean, beyond the followers of Gruumsh, will this draw undue attention from other people, from other religions, things of that nature?
It will draw attention, yes. The champion, for the most part, changes every year. Occasionally, a champion will retain the title for several years. If the champion does not return the next year, that usually means they're dead. And we select a new champion. It's just the way of Gruumsh. The fact that he's a god of slaughter and violence, champions don't live long.
007. DJ says. Tenzen doesn't say that. I think I think I want to try and probe a little bit about Thar.
Okay.
And ask. Well, Thar was an excellent fighter, and there were many times where he almost had me. Tell me a little bit about how the responsibility. How did he do it? And tell me about Thar.
How did he
wear the crown, as it were?
Well, Thar was already a follower of Gruumsh when he came.
Mm-hmm.
He revels in the battle, the combat. As far as I know, he just returns every year for the tournament. I very rarely saw him outside of this week every year. He leaves pretty frequently, after the tournament, usually the next day, and goes about his own business. He's very private. But he's also very punctual when it comes to being back in time. He always shows up a week early. So either he prepares way ahead of time to travel back, or he lives close. But I do not know much more than that. I hear tales of the champion of Gruumsh occasionally, but he's also a very quiet man. He doesn't seek to stand out. Keeps to himself.
I think Thor and I have a lot more in common than people may have realized.
So, but
I would love to pick his brain as well. Do you know if he's left town already?
last I heard, he's still in town, but he'll probably be departing tomorrow at some point. His companions are most likely camped out in the yard.
And he doesn't stay with them, does he?
He does not. He has arrangements elsewhere. I do not know with who.
Understood. Well, I may need to seek out his party, and I'm curious to. Your counsel has been invaluable, but champion to champion counsel, I think, would be
he goes champion
valued as
to
well.
Former champion.
Correct.
Okay. He may be willing to speak with you. I don't know how wounded his pride is at the moment. This is the first time in 4 years that he has not won the championship.
I did not intend to bruise an ego or affect an image that he's trying to uphold.
When tournaments happen, egos and images tend to get bruised and wounded.
Understood.
But that is part of the championship. That is why Gruumsh regularly appoints new champions. Because ones fall out of grace or another one grows more powerful.
Indeed. Time has a way of catching up with everyone, it seems.
So, take pride. You won against a very strong opponent.
I will put the symbol on and place it under my shirt.
Okay.
And I will say again, thank you, and slight sort of nod bow. I will return to my my compatriots.
Okay.
And again, thank you for your guidance.
He will be like, should you need any guidance or information, feel free to swing by and discuss. I will do what I can.
I will. Thank you very much.
And he says, farewell, champion.
Thank you, High Priest.
Okay. And then he'll escort you back up.
And I will go out and rejoin Thorgrim and Pasha.
Okay, let's jump back over.
And
we're
between
back,
the two of us, he just knows he wants to do it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your Majesty. I kneel before Tenzen.
So
If you do that, he is going to kick you square in the face.
No.
Go for it.
so it takes
Tenzen's
about
gonna kick him.
probably about a half hour. Tenzen's inside the temple, and then the doors will creak open, and Skullbreaker will escort Tenzen back out and wish him a good evening. You guys see Tenzen come out?
Mm-hmm.
And I call him Your Majesty and kneel.
And I try and kick him in the face.
Pasha.
That's a
Pasha.
24
Oh my god, he hits.
Okay.
for 8 damage to the face.
I'll just be like,
Thank you, Your Majesty.
are
I am
you?
honored.
Oh my god.
Is Thorgrim drunk?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they've been drinking since you went in there.
My hand glows, and I get closer to him.
No,
say,
I'm gonna
Please
jump
don't
in front
ever
of the
refer
hand.
to me as that again.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I sober him.
No.
I sobered him.
You gotta hit me first.
All right.
I'm not gonna let you.
You do have advantage because he's prone.
Why am I prone?
Because I just kicked you in the face, and you
So?
kneeled.
Why would that knock me over?
You kneeled.
You still missed.
You said you throw yourself on the ground.
I said I kneeled before him.
All right, that's
Doesn't matter,
bonus
you
action unarmed strike. 21.
What's your AC?
21.
Yeah, I sober him.
What? You already made your attack.
Yeah, I bonus actioned.
What are we in combat here?
Hey.
Can I roll, please? My initiative.
Oh, she's diving and she's taking the bullet for me.
Dude, I was gonna dive in front so I could get hit instead.
Tenza and Pasha roll initiative. See who acts first.
Oh my god! Oh my god! It's happening.
13, you're gonna beat me.
Well, we don't know yet. Don't get too
I'm
excited.
pretty sure.
Oh, it did the thing again. No, I did not beat you.
Oh, wow.
What did you roll? A 4, a 4, or a 4?
I rolled a.
It's
Now
rolling
it's
3
doing
times.
3 now.
How is it?
Oh, Dan.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's
Please.
done. You did
help
an
me fix
investigation
this.
earlier, and it was 3 times in a row as well.
Did I get a
Well.
roll?
I have no idea what's going on with that. So
Wow, I got a 0.
It's wild.
okay.
Oh wait, I have advantage. So,
I'm too drunk to help you.
Yeah. So
Be like, Thorgrim, don't worry. I will take the.
She
Hits
dives,
George
and I
before
see her dive in front of me, and I just let her jump past, and then I sober.
it's a slow motion dive, and you're just standing there and just pulls.
I just
Face.
hit the floor.
And a glowing-handed slap across Thorgrim as I sober him. As I cure him of his poisoned condition.
More drinking!
Woohoo!
okay.
I burned a key point for that.
Okay.
And then I'll kind of like look up kind of drunkily from the ground and kind of like taste it, and I'll be like, this also tastes like booze. How'd they go?
It went very well. Balrog is. You gave me this, and I show them the emblem to Gruumsh. It's posted in notes. Very similar to that, but just like magnificent and pristine, and not actually dripping blood. It's like red stone to make it look like blood, and a ruby in the eye.
Ooh.
You don't get a crown or anything.
I also tell them, I said, I think there's also something I should share in private, which is half of the reason I sobered you.
I love privates.
Since when does that make any difference? He's got a bottle in his hand. He just starts chugging it.
Understood. And I think we make our way back to privacy.
Okay.
And then
Way for His Majesty.
I'm going to grab Thorgrim and plead with him and say, please, I cannot emphasize enough how little I want that to continue.
Well, you should have thought about that before winning the tournament.
I understand that certain attentions cannot be avoided, but I'm asking if you could please not help, not emphasize.
Are you like close to me?
Yes.
I'm gonna grab one of your hands, just like, and then kind of like bend your knuckles back and be like, then don't sober me up again. You know how like you grab them and like bend them the wrong way?
Yeah.
Understood?
Fine. Understood.
Alright.
Retributor. Sad face.
I'm totally gonna sober you again.
Damn it.
Make way
as
for
as
His
you're
Majesty.
breaking my fingers, I sober you. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, so you guys make your way back through the town. Cheers and celebration all around. Occasionally, when people are sober enough to notice you, they come running over and try to like force alcohol down your throat.
That's
Tenzen gets some good like blocking practice in during this walk.
As we're walking, every time Tenzen takes a step, I'm gonna cause like a little like tremor in the ground.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
I love
And
it.
we just came to an agreement.
I'm not saying anything.
I said not to emphasize.
I mean, people are noticing you anyway. This isn't help.
Tenzen is so visibly uncomfortable. Like,
Alright, I'm not gonna do that.
he is
Alright, cool.
like hood up, head down, like just shoulders slumped. I mean, Tenzen is just so wildly uncomfortable right now. It's like, and it's so clear. Like,
question, Tenzen. Did you do the tournament with your mask on, or did you have it off?
Ooh.
I had my mask on. Anytime I enter combat, I have the mask on.
Okay.
See, we helped. We didn't call you by your actual name. We called you Garlic Milk.
I mean,
You're welcome. Alibi approved.
Yeah, besides the fact that the whole town just saw him take the...
Yeah, everybody's seen him.
Blessed.
Yeah, which is fine.
I tried.
I didn't even realize you wore a mask.
Yeah, so it's like the white, just a plain white mask, for
Like
combat.
Guy Fawkes kind of thing.
I don't know. Wait, what?
Like V for Vendetta.
Yeah, but like with no eyebrows.
Yeah, I know, not exactly that.
Can you imagine just me walking around with that hair and that mustache?
Jesus.
No, it's like like I'm trying. It's like a. I don't want to say Jason Voorhees because who was the guy that wore the hockey mask? That wasn't Jason, was it?
Yeah.
Was?
I thought he wore a skin mask.
No, you're thinking of Leatherface. See, that's why we get along, Joe. That's why we get along.
That's funny because I don't even watch horror movies.
I watch like short horror stuff, or I watch like horror movie recaps. I don't know if I've watched Leprechaun.
Short horror, get it?
I need to figure out what the mask is.
Oh, that's messed up. That was just mean.
Oh, it's like this one right here. Here, I'll put a picture of it in chat.
Horror.
The address. It's like that with like no. It doesn't have the nose holes or
Yeah,
the
yeah.
mouth, and it doesn't even have
Sure.
like a mouth like indenture. It's just like some very like subtle eye holes, and he sort of like straps it at a couple of different points behind his head.
Old school, like hockey goalie.
Yes, but without the holes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, he wears that anytime combat is initiated or about to initiate, unless he's like caught off guard, which has yet to happen so far. He's worn the mask.
Well, if Bastin notices you're uncomfortable, which he will, because I will, Bastin will kind of, at one point, he'll kind of like stick his like muzzle into like the palm of your hand to kind of like, be like, I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll just start like walking like right beside you.
Yeah, I'll whichever side he comes up on, I'll just have like a hand like on the top of his head, like walking along next to me.
And then if anyone gets too close with Booze, he'll like kind of growl at them.
No, Tenzen
then, like-
enjoys the blocking exercise.
And then
of,
like
Oh,
he'll,
just getting the
Thorgrim
hands.
will.
he'll lap
Thorgrim-
up anything that falls, because he
Yeah.
still likes the booze.
Thorgrim
Fair.
will intercept the people offering booze and be like, "I will take that for him. I'll give it to him later." I'm just collecting whatever they're giving.
Tenzen like smiles at that. And,
Tasha
like,
has an old boob. She's just like, just pour it in, right here. Just right in this one. We're gonna have a party tonight.
Oh man, that's
Yep,
gonna.
I'll make sure he gets it.
Oh, you guys, this is gonna be insane.
Well, you went from one crazy to another one. Congratulations.
So we're gonna say by the time you guys get back, and the amount of people that have come up to you in the tavern once things get squared away, you guys probably have like 20 bottles of alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it looks like we're set for a few hours.
This will be a
Oh
good
my
night.
word! Please don't die
What? Me?
You met
Die?
of consumption. Just
Never.
please.
You're
It
here.
is poison.
You wouldn't let me die?
I literally just like gesture at myself, like, I'm a dwarf, right? I'll be fine.
You are a cleric.
She is half
And
dwarf, obviously.
you are
I
a
could-
cleric and can cure yourself if necessary.
I could drink one of you.
Could cure her too.
It is
I
fine.
understand.
I
Just
will
be
just
careful.
pee it out in the morning. You guys are so weird.
Don't-
It'll just all come out.
I
one
look
way
at
or another.
Thorgrim.
Didn't.
I feel like in that moment, Thorgrim and I look at one another like, does she not know how it works, or?
No, Pasha does not. This is how it works to her. It's just
Tenzen doesn't have the time.
It either
to
comes
teach
out
her.
one way or another. She either pees it out or she pukes it out. 'Cause
Well,
she's a lady. Classy
so
lady.
once we get to privacy,
Uh,
I think I will say,
how
like,
it's
before
actually done.
the drinking commences, I do need to speak to you guys about something.
Pasha will pull her head out of the giant boot and go, yes.
Apparently, there's information that is passed from champion to champion about a legendary spear of Gruumsh, his former weapon. There are ruins out west that are said to contain his spear. The spear was thrust through the corpse of a now dead king. It was it was the victory that Gruumsh held at this site is what ascended him to godhood, and the information. This ruined city was there and was destroyed by orcs before Gruumsh ascended, but him going there and laying absolute waste to the town is what cemented his godhood. No other champion has ever returned with the spear, so it's either people go and die or people don't go because they don't believe that it's still there. Balrog definitely he believes. He is a devout priest of Gruumsh, and he still believes the weapon is there.
Does he want us to go get it?
He left that to me. This wasn't something to fetch on his behalf. This was, if it's something that we would like to seek, it's information that is given to the champion of Gruumsh year after year.
Pasha's gonna look down at Baston with like big eyes, and she's like, "We like big stick."
The only, unfortunately, not anyone can wield it. The only person who can wield it is someone that needs to be. How'd you word it, Dan? Was it like ordained by a priest of Gruumsh or something? Like, how did you word it? Called and ordained, or
in order to claim the spear, claim it as only a champion named and blessed by a priest of Gruumsh.
That's what it is. Yeah, you have to be named and blessed as champion by a high priest.
Well, I am
and
sorry,
that took
Tenzen. I
place
have
just
to
now.
beat you up.
I don't think it works that way, Pasha.
No, but this.
I don't believe it does either, and I
Something
would
with
rather not
drinks,
have to fight another one of my comrades.
But it could be fun though. I'll drink. You will have. It will be a whole thing. It'll be fine. And then in the end, I will give you a manicure. It'll be nice. You will like it.
Wait,
I
that
promise.
caught DJ so far off guard. Where did that come?
Remember, they went to that temple. She learned how to do manicures. She watched.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
Oh, wasn't she like terrible at it? But Bastion was really good.
Yes, he
Yes.
was.
Yeah, Baston was really
Yes,
good
he
at it.
was.
That's really funny.
Yes, the one without thumbs is it?
That's right. It will be awesome. Mind you, your hand will be stained blue for a whole month, but you will have the sexiest blue hand ever. And she'll kind of wink at you.
We'll see how we're feeling then. When
Okay,
the time
okay.
comes.
But you keep it in mind, and she'll point at you. You know, kind of like, urging you to. Like, come on, it'll be great.
I will certainly consider it.
Okay, I'll hold you to it. And then she'll look down
You're
at
holding
her.
me to a consideration, or holding?
Boozy
I mean, are you?
I don't know. I'm drunk. It's fine.
Okay.
I will hold you
Understood.
to something, but not this boot. This boot is mine.
But I say, if we do feel like I'm not going to make this decision for all of us, but if it's something we want to pursue, that it's there. I also asked, are we still under the assumption that Thar has information on our reason for being here?
Yes.
I mean,
I
no, I'm not certain, but it wouldn't hurt to ask. We have no other leads, so I mean.
Balrog doesn't know where Thar lives. He believes that it's possible he could live close by. He every once in a while hears a tale of the champion of Gruumsh. Thar and
He
I,
lived nearby? I thought he was from another town.
he's made accommodations. He's staying through. I guess he's leaving sometime tomorrow. But potentially he lives close by. He usually shows up a week earlier than his appointments, which leads people to, or led Balrog to believe at least that he lives in a nearby town or city. The way I'm picturing it is like Phoenix to Tucson.
Here, I'll switch you guys over to the world map so you can.
Oh, there we are.
Or like
Yeah, I'm
he
not.
lived
I mean,
in
I'm sort of
Russia
picturing it.
or whatever or something.
Yeah, from like Lycavale to Hammerfest. Like,
Is
how
like a
long would
Vale
that
city?
take, man?
Traveling by wagon, I think it's 24 miles per hour per day.
24 miles per hour. God, we're cruising.
It's like 10 days. Probably closer than that.
Yeah, about 10 days.
My point being is that he, it's alleged that he lives close by and lives close enough for people to be telling stories, and for those stories to reach Balrog's ears. Thar is a very private person, according to Balrog. He doesn't seek to stand out. He appreciates his privacy and doesn't wish to be celebrated.
Oh, he doesn't mind being celebrated.
Well, he doesn't seek it. I mean, he doesn't mind it, but he's not like
projecting.
he appreciates his privacy, and I think Thar and I have that in common.
So if you were him, where would you live? Think like a Thar.
Interesting. I have no idea.
You're just useless.
I'm not too familiar with the geography of this area.
Do we have
No,
money?
but I think it's also, I believe that we can trust Balrog. He's very devout to Gruumsh, and I think that I don't know if he would have any information about the fire shard. I whisper that part.
Thar or Balrog?
Balrog. I don't know if he would have any information on it, but I feel like he's trustworthy, and if he had any information, he wouldn't go running to a contact.
You didn't ask him about it, did you?
No.
No.
I said that I needed to speak with you guys first, but there may be a private matter that I wish to speak to him about, and that's where I left it. We have an appointment tomorrow evening, but if you guys don't feel comfortable talking to him about this, I told him we would send word that we can't make it. I refused to speak on your guys' behalf.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I don't.
We will have to speak on Dearden's, unfortunately, I believe.
Yeah, where is Dirt? It disappeared after the.
Probably pretending to pee like a
I
normal
think he's
person.
running. I think he's running around town with his head off on Horsey. I was on my way back and I saw him. At least I hope that was him. If not, there is a headless person on Horsey.
Would not be surprised. They're
I mean, in this town, honestly.
That's
I
a
mean,
fair
did
point.
you see how many ghosts were at that ceremony?
There were quite a few. more than I've ever seen.
I couldn't take my hand off my holder symbol the whole time. It was unnerving.
Kind of
I don't
cool.
know what's normal here, but I don't know what's unusual.
I mean, I know that we've had a run-in with a ghost before, but to see that many, yes, it's different.
You
than
know
what
they
I'm
taste
accustomed
like
to.
nothing.
I mean, they sort of are
They're,
in a way.
you couldn't eat one. You can't touch it. It would just. There's nothing.
I mean, I know that now, but not before the ceremony.
I'm sorry. You tried to eat one
I
during.
was curious.
You were gone for a while, you know that.
It was like half an hour.
What was I supposed to do? I got bored.
I pointed.
Eating people
and
usually
like, yeah,
isn't
you
the
gave
thing to
her
do.
30 minutes of nothing to do.
And hungry.
Eating people probably shouldn't be the first activity you go to when
It
boredom
wasn't the
strikes.
first. It
was
was
like the third.
exactly.
Maybe the
It
Maybe
was
just
not
not
I lost
ever.
count.
I thought we've discussed the not eating people thing before. Yes.
But
Oh yeah, I
it is
agree with
it
that,
is a
but it's not
cultural
really.
thing. You don't understand. I was raised this way.
Understandable.
This is just
but
rude. I feel so upset.
I mean, how
I
would
can't
like
trust you
we
with
ate them?
anything.
I can't. Tenzen doesn't know what to do with this. This
Just
is
out here being myself, and it isn't enough for you.
it's not.
So I can eat people?
Absolutely not.
Okay, good, because I was only eating ghosts.
I mean, it's a person. It thinks.
They're not
It-
very
Thinks,
nourishing.
therefore it is.
It was a ghostly visage of a person.
I look at
Close,
Bass.
but
like,
not
Bass,
same thing.
do you think?
What do you ask him?
I asked him if he thinks.
That's an interesting question. Is a familiar
You
like
ask
any
him if he
more
thinks.
intelligent
Yeah.
than a?
Oh, he's just gonna like nod his snout at you.
Oh, he has to. No eating Bassin.
I would never eat Bastin. He is like brother to me. That is crazy talk. Why would I eat a wolf? That would be cannibalism.
No. Eating a giant or a person, or excuse me, a Goliath, would be cannibalism in your case.
If I was a Goliath, yes, but I am wolf. Do
Pasha,
Goliaths howl at moon? No,
you
they
were
don't.
raised by wolves, and it's
Because I am
your
wolf.
wolf culture is absolutely who you are. But
I don't
I
even
mean, you're
look
able
like
to
Goliath,
communicate.
she says while pointing at a Goliath who passes by. We look nothing
That
alike.
I thought was Pasha 15 minutes
He's
ago.
like, my twin. Where have you
Look-
been on?
Look at him. Look at me. Look at Bastin. I put my
He
face
is
like
3
smush
inches
me and
taller than you.
Bastin. I smush me and Bastin's like face together, and I'm like, we are twins. You see?
Pasha, you're able to communicate with other beings of sentience.
He's working on it. Don't be rude.
He's a wolf. Wolves, without magical intervention,
I am just gifted.
I look at Thorgrim for for a little something here. I'm like,
Orgrim is just sitting here with a big dumb grin on his face, like watching you argue with her. Like he just knows this is fucking pointless. He's already had this conversation with her, and he just thinks it's funny at this point.
Look, I think all of this winning and power has gotten to your head. I am a wolf. This is who I am. I eat people. Deal with it. So
No.
there.
we don't eat people.
No eating people.
I eat
No.
people.
No,
We already
no,
had
you
this
don't eat people.
conversation.
We
No,
cannot eat people.
I
You can be a
eat
wolf,
people.
but don't eat people.
But
Nobody eats people.
can I eat bad people?
If they're
No.
No.
What?
No,
What was
I look at
Thorgrim going to say?
Thorgrim. I look at Thorgrim as he's starting to say, "Well, if they're,
I'm gonna
no,
put up like a
no."
pleading hand motion, and I'm going to be like, please, Thorgrim, if they're like really bad, like rapists, like beat mamas bad, can I eat them, please?
Well, I draw the line at Ethan. You can cut their heads off or whatever.
I am
What?
fine
That would
with
be a waste of
desecrating
meat.
bad people.
That's okay.
Baston can eat a
Can I
person.
at least
Dude,
use their
the plants will
skulls as
recycle them
drinking
into
implement?
nature.
I
Oh
need
yeah,
more
good
cups.
point.
I mean, a skull is not a good cup. I don't know why people think it is. There's
Sometimes
holes
there's
literally
holes.
everywhere in a skull.
It works in a pinch.
Less than a shot.
Sometimes a shot is all you need.
Where have you been?
Based on evidence, the evidence would say quite the contrary. Based on you two.
Well, like I said, I am gifted. She'll just kind of shrug.
Tenzen is very committed to like breaking through to Pasha now.
So, anyways,
do we? Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways, do we want to speak to Balrog about any information surrounding the fire shard? I'm not under the impression that he would know anything. I didn't garner any sort of insight as to that nature, but I do believe that we can trust him.
I mean,
Maybe
that's
after the
fine,
one
but
guy
why
leaves.
involve him if it's not going to be of any use? I don't know.
I-
Did you get the impression he might know something?
He seems to be a very well-informed man, and
That's fair, I guess.
he's
What?
the high priest of a.
Who have we told? We told some people.
I
right?
would
I
like.
have not told. I don't think we've told anyone outside of our group.
No,
And
we
oh no,
told.
the dwarves.
You've told
Yeah.
the council.
Yeah.
So he's not a member of that council, right?
No. There's the leader of the Crafts Guild, the leader of the Lore Guild, leader of the Merchants Guild, and then the leader of the Guard. So there's 4 dwarves that know.
Well, I mean, I think. I don't really know.
If it's not an absolute yes, let's do it, then let's not, because I don't
think the less
I don't feel
people
it necessary.
Yeah, the less people involved, probably the better.
I agree. Then I will send word and let him know not to expect us tomorrow. But I do think that we should try and track down Than before he leaves.
Who the hell was Than? You mean Than?
Thar, shit. Merchant Prince Than creeped into my brain. Yes, my Uncle Than. I apologize, their names are so similar.
Well, I think we should try to. I mean, if he's skipping town, we don't want to go chasing after him. If he is who we need to speak to.
We also should we talk a little strategy? How do we want to go about this?
Well, I mean, you can do your little thing. And we
Which
ask
thing?
some leading questions. You know?
Oh yes. I worry that I don't know.
I was thinking that we, champion to champion.
Former champion.
Yeah, he's still a champion. I mean, he won it before. You don't
Balrog was
become
very clear.
Not a champion. Whatever.
Balrog was very clear. He is the former champion. I trust me. I no joke. DJ and Tenzen speaking. I said the exact same thing, and Balrog corrected me immediately.
Well, luckily for me, I don't, take part in all that Gruumsh nonsense, so I don't really care. Anyways,
Understood.
yeah, little hey, no hard feelings. Congratulations on
I'd
whatever.
love to pick your brain, champion to former champion.
Yeah, and maybe say, you've got information about this spear or whatever. See if he's ever made an attempt,
Ventured
perhaps.
that way. Yeah. He's been the
Just
champion
act
for
like
4 years.
That's what you're kind of fishing for.
Yeah, I agree. I like that move.
Alright. Is Pasha sulking because we won't let her eat people?
Maybe. No,
Pasha, you have to
Pasha.
understand that you are a person.
I am a wolf.
Pasha,
Who
do
d-
you walk on 2
You
feet
know-
or 4?
Tenzen. I have made the decision to walk on 2 feet because not only am I a wolf, I am businesswoman. My customers prefer it if I walk on their level. I do it out of respect for my clients.
I kind of motion for Tenzen to just back off for a second. Pasha, where I come from, the wolves that eat people, they don't last long because people don't like that. I don't want to see you get hurt.
Well, where I come from, we eat the people who don't like us. But that is a good thing to keep in mind. Thank you.
So, shall we go find Tar?
Yes, I think we can ask around.
And if he is mean, we eat him?
No.
What did I just say?
Damn it. I thought if you change subject and then I come back quick with it, you might say yes on accident.
I'm not that drunk
You're a
yet.
businesswoman.
Next time I will wait longer before I ask. Maybe
I'm
that
not that
is
drunk and he doesn't
easier.
drink at all.
I mean, sometimes you are drunk.
I said
I've
I'm
never-
not that drunk.
I could get you drunk. I have whole boot of booze right here.
I have 20 bottles. I open my bag and it's just overloaded with bottles. That's not the problem.
Okay.
Alright, let's go find this fiery fuck.
Well, if you want to drink from my boot of goodness, you let me know. It is very full in here.
Is this your boot that you've been wearing? Did you just take off a shoe and you're just using it to drink?
Part of
My
me wants
God.
to say yes.
Please
Just
say yes.
foot, just shoe grossness and alcohol and leather flavor. That is
Oh my god.
The
one of the
other
worst
What I've been
things I can.
picturing is you
Part
just with one boot on.
part of me wants to say yes. Part of me would also think that Pasha would also be the kind of person who would just have a boot for drinking. So
Just-
I'm
that's her
torn.
drinking boot.
I'm so torn. Yeah, it's her drinking boot.
That works too. And it would gross
That's-
me out less if knowing
is
that
good.
it hasn't been used as a wearing boot
No, I would
you
would
know
in a
never
long
Where
time.
do you think she got
temper
it?
with the taste of beautiful booze, unless of course I am mixing it with 20 other unknown boozes. But that is completely different subject. Oh, there.
Oh, mixed drinks.
Still can't eat
Gordon
people.
starts sorting through the bottles to see what he's got. I'm gonna add 20 bottles of booze to my bag, by the way.
20 bottles of booze. That is unbelievable. Yeah, I will. I think I'll Balrog didn't know where he was, and his group didn't give him up last time we asked, right?
You mean
Yes.
stars?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah,
Sorry,
they
Thar's
don't-
group.
they don't
Balrog
even know
didn't
where he
know,
stays.
and they don't even know.
Yeah. That's what they said. They don't know where he stays. And
That's right.
you seem to have believed them last time.
Did I roll poorly?
I don't remember, but you
Me
believed them last
neither.
time.
I don't remember. Damn it. Yeah, I don't.
So beautiful.
I mean, I guess there are other people we may be able to ask.
Yeah.
Like guards, like gate guards that may have seen him walk in a certain direction, things of that nature.
Yeah, let's go ask around and see if we can find him. I mean,
Yeah.
he has to make some sort of appearance tonight, right? I would assume. Was he at the
I don't
cinema?
think he will. Balrog said he's very private and doesn't seek attention and is withdrawn and stays within himself.
A few minutes later, while you guys are talking, another dwarf walks in, and you see Varda kind of greet him differently than the rest. And he walks in and kind of looks around, and he catches eyes with you, Tenzen, and he walks right over.
This is my guy. I'm looking for his name so desperately in our notes. Galwick, Goldspinner.
He looks familiar, like he looks like Galwick, but this isn't Galwick. This gentleman's older than Galwick.
Oh.
I'll give him because he looks highborn, right?
He definitely looks more. Yes, he
I'll
walks
give
up.
him a formal greeting in Dwarven.
Okay.
Like I can tell who are my elders, right?
Yes. Yeah. He nods to you and goes, "Greetings. I am Ranklo Goldspinner. I am the brother of Marcinda."
Oh, it's uncle?
So Galwick's uncle. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
He's
It's
like,
pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Well, wait.
I just
act
figured
like
I
she's
would.
Stupid.
I figured I would come introduce myself because I am the proprietor and the owner of the bank.
Of the what? Sorry?
The city bank.
Oh, okay.
And considering that you just won the tournament, I know that you have come into a large sum of money, and I don't know if you have a safe location to store said gold.
I've had most of my money on me. I haven't let it get too far away.
That is a dangerous endeavor, isn't it?
Especially now.
Especially since everyone in this town knows.
Can I roll insight here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just gonna
28.
be honest with you. He just wants your money.
Is he trying to scam me? Is this
Pyramid
genuine?
scheme.
This is definitely a sales pitch, but he definitely seems to be trying to offer you a service.
It's not. I mean, is it dishonest? Is he trying to trick me into something? I know it's a sales pitch. I'm very much picking up on that, but
he wants you to come. He wants you to come open up a savings account at his bank.
what are the benefits of doing this? I will be traveling a lot, and will probably need most of my resources with me at all times.
Well, basically, it's the security of knowing that your assets are secured in a safe location. I have two different types. I have a shared vault where we store things, where you share the location with another person. I am the only one that has access besides, and only with you. That one I charge 1 gold piece a week, and the individual vault, which is privately your own, is 5 gold per week. I also, at a 10% interest rate, do loans. If you happen to be in need of money, as he kind of looks over to the other members of the table.
Does he look at me and really think that I need money?
He's a banker. He's a salesman.
I'm wearing armor probably a lot nicer than his.
Yeah. But it's a safe location, extremely secure building. We've never once had any theft of any kind.
Other than stealing my money, keeping it somewhere safe. I say that DJ says that, not Tenzen.
I would hope Tenzen doesn't say that in front of him.
No, he wouldn't. I think this is something I should discuss with my teammates. What was your name again?
I am Ranklow Goldspinner. You can find me. You can find me at the trade bank.
How do you spell that?
Trade bank, or his.
No. Sorry, his name. Yeah.
Ranklo, and then Gold.
Okay.
BANK. Idiot. Skill artist.
Yeah, I think I'll take that into consideration. Something to discuss with the party. I mean, do we want to like consolidate our money somewhere? Like, we could just all put it in the same vault.
What
Have like a 5 gold a week like individual vault. I don't know if it's necessary, but it does. I mean, if we wanted to just bank some of our gold to have something no matter what, and it would grow with interest.
If you are allowing me to use it, yes, it would grow with interest.
But then, how do we know it's safe?
Because we're the trade bank. Every merchant, every merchant of any renown uses the bank to store their goods and money.
Is there a fantasy FDIC in this world, Dan? Because I need some guarantee that my money is protected.
Right, Dan.
The closest guarantee is that everyone in town, if you ask around town, he'll be like, feel free to ask around town, see which is get the opinion of the town folk.
What's the barkeep's name? Varda.
She'll look up and be like, yes.
Is he on the level?
She chuckles and be like, yes.
Good enough for me.
She has to say that. I think they're related.
They are related.
No, I trust her opinion.
All dwarves are related now. Is that it?
That's not. No, they share a last name.
Oh.
Varda's his sister.
Oh, his sister?
Yeah.
Yes, literally, they're related.
Marcinda, Varda, and Ranklo are all siblings.
But I mean, I trust her. I don't see why I wouldn't trust him.
I
You know,
guess.
honor is a big deal amongst our kind. I don't want to notice that.
That is
Yes.
true.
Well,
I
All
understand.
dwarven men all dwarven people that I have guided for, they were very nice and they all paid very well with booze.
So how is it that you earn me interest? Earn me money if I allow you to use my gold.
well, if you allow me to use gold in the loans, whenever I give out a loan, if I take any gold from your vault, depending on how much money is taken, I give you a portion of the interest that I get paid back. In addition to any money that is removed.
What percent is the interest?
I charge a 10% interest rate on any loan that I give out.
And what would my return be in the savings account?
It depends on how much gold is used from yours.
Let's give it a nice even 1,000 gold number.
1,000 gold? Well, you would probably get we would probably split the 10% 50-50 if it was only 1,000 gold piece loan.
So I would make 100, or no, I would make 50.
That's 50.
On my 1,000 gold
It's free
investment.
money.
Slow money.
If it's
DJ
not
says
good,
that wasn't Tenzen. That's DJ. DJ is an aggressive investor. Apparently.
And occasionally I fall into additional stuff upon if after a year of defaulted payments, the vault is claimed, but claimed by the bank and used to reimburse debt. But I don't think. Do you guys plan to allow your money to be used? The interest can be used to pay your vault, but if you don't visit for say 10 years, it will continue. I'll keep it as long as you continue to earn interest, but after a designated number of years, your vault will be claimed by the bank if you don't return, but unless you prepay for however many years you want.
Understood. Well, let us think about it. I think we need to consider it first, and we also have another party member that is key to the decision-making process. Sorry, my phone just started going off.
So he'll nod and be like, "Well, I just figured I would stop on by and let you know."
It was a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Thank you
Yes.
for stopping by.
And then he'll walk over and say hi to his sister, and then he'll leave pretty quick. And there you go.
What do you guys think?
I mean, it sounds reasonable to me.
I mean, if I was a person with a lot of money, this probably would be a nice thing to have.
I
I
worry
spent
about
my
the
money
risk.
so fast on booze, though, so.
I mean, it's not really a risky investment.
True.
My
Low
question
risk
is,
and low return.
how are they keeping banks safe?
But do you have another investment?
Nope.
You're actually looking to invest.
I'm not. This was the first time I've been approached with such a prospect.
Well, you are a rich man now.
And then Warbucks and
he sort of just like shakes his head a little bit. I mean,
I'm not used to having
Tenzen,
money,
like
Harry.
when you guys first met him, he had more money than he would ever like consider ever. Like, I mean, it was just such a bizarre like life change, and then to hear a sentence like that, it almost makes him
uncomfortable.
feel guilty. Almost like, I mean, he thinks
Urgrim kind of like picks up on it. He's like, "You're not used to having money, are you?"
no. The thought of having belongings or acquiring was never something that I aspired to.
I can kind of understand that. Growing up in the forest, you have no need for money. It is only after I learned of it and the use and what more I could gain from having it that I even thought of getting some for myself and invest in.
Yes,
But before that, my life was quite humble, she says while drinking out of a boot.
I won't say I had humble beginnings, but I lived in a monastery, um, and things there are just very different. It's nothing like this world, and it's
Well,
backwards in ways, and less sophisticated in others, and it's monastery ways are just very different.
Can understand that.
my family is, well, they're well off, to put it lightly. So if you ever do need any kind of advice with this kind of stuff, don't be afraid to ask.
I will not hesitate. Thank you. Jesus, can you guys hear this?
Kind of.
Unbelievable. I'll be right back. I might have to go yell.
You damn kids, get off my lawn.
All right, I'm back. Sorry. There's like 2 trucks just revving their engines right in front of my apartment.
Ooh.
They drove off like right as I it was like visible, but that was annoying.
Kind of weird.
So yeah, should we go look for him? We
Yeah,
kinda got
yeah.
distracted by-
I think we should go investigate potential locations, see if anyone has seen him. Maybe ask our guard contacts.
We could ask Varda. Hey, Varda!
Oh yeah.
I'll go up to Varda.
Okay.
I like how she's like your go-to.
I mean, she's here and she knows this town, so.
Yeah. It's a good thought. I would not have thought of it.
You always ask the barkeep. Come on, guys. D&D 101.
Good point.
I'll speak to her in Dwarven. You have any idea where this bar guy might be staying? Or maybe even his friends when they come into town? Obviously, they don't stay
We know
here.
where his friends are.
Well, we don't know where they
DJ
stay
says.
though.
Yeah, no, they have like tents set up like inside the walls of the
Gruumsh
Gruumsh.
temple.
But I mean, you
Yeah.
know people around here. Obviously, your brother, and well, your whole family.
Should we like?
Would anybody know?
Hmm. She. Thanks. She was like, I don't actually honestly know where he stays. He always comes into town and then he just kind of disappears. When the evening comes, I've never thought to track him down where he goes. But he's only
You know,
ever in town for like a week or two at most, the whole year. So
do you know who might have an idea? Any guard captain? I mean, somebody has to see where he comes and goes to.
There has to be a way to contact him.
I don't know. That's it's very interesting. Considering I don't know, I don't think many other people would know.
We may want to consult with his group and see if there is a way to get in contact with him.
All right. I appreciate your time, love, and I'll give her a gold.
She was like, "Oh, thank you."
Well, should we go ask around then? Go check his friends, see if they know.
Yeah, I think we start with his friends and then
Would be good.
make some other smart asks from there.
Smart ass.
No smart asks.
Those are my
smart
favorite kind.
asking people smartly.
I'm not talking to anyone's ass.
I would never
I walk
expect
out
anyone
without
to.
waiting for a response.
Baston would be the only one I would expect to do that.
To do what? Huh?
Talk to someone's ass.
Oh,
Baston
much
doesn't
smarter
talk.
than that.
He's
Fair.
old.
He might
Fair.
sniff it or bite it, but probably not talk
Sniff or
to
bite,
it.
that's more what I was alluding to.
Oh, okay.
I didn't put much thought into that one. Somebody spiked my drink. Tenzen immediately just like eyeing you guys.
I did not.
I was joking.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Tenzen is really bad at jokes.
I'm a bit of a blonde. I take a lot of things seriously.
Tenzen's just awkward. Doesn't know how to joke.
I feel like Pasha would also take everything seriously too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peeks his head back in. Well.
Yep.
Oh.
Let's go after you.
Yep. Okay.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
I follow. Just choked on some water.
Oh,
Ugh. I'm good.
Okay.
okay.
Can I at some point have taken a short rest?
Yeah, you could have taken a short
Just
rest.
to get some HP back? Okay.
So,
Oh, if you need healing, I would heal you.
Oh no. I won't make you use your slots.
so I'm feeling a little like I'm getting a little tired and a little spacey right now.
Did that roll through? No.
I did not.
Oh.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, how long were we sitting there? Because I forgot you punched me.
You guys have probably been sitting for like an hour or two now.
Alright, I'm gonna use a hit dice.
Yeah, I used 4 hit dice and I'm back to max.
Okay. I personally am starting to get tired and a little spacey. I'm having a hard time focus.
Yep. Fine.
Would you guys be okay calling it here for the night and
Yeah.
continue next
No
time?
sweat.
Okay.
I didn't want to go too much further ahead without Bruno, anyways.
Yeah, and that too. So this seems like a pretty good stopping point. We got your ceremony done.
Mhm.
Got some.
Did a lot of good RP too.
Yeah, there was some. So, and you got information on a bank now.
True.
Keep your money safe.
I do have. I'm carrying around 5,000 gold right now.
Yeah. And that's not light.
No, it's not. It's heavy.
Can you actually? Is it saying you're over encumbered? Do you have coin weight on?
No, unencumbered. 67.25.
You must have coin weight off then.
Pounds? Oh yeah,
I
I
don't
think
think
I
so.
turned it off.
Let me check.
There's no way you're only carrying 67 pounds with that much coin.
Do you have a
Oh
bag
yeah,
of-
no, I don't have it.
Do you have a bag
I
of
don't have
holding?
it.
No.
No, I didn't have coin weight on. Let me see.
Mine's
No, I'm still unencumbered. I have 196.99 pounds.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I'm gotta be close.
Coin
Yeah,
weight.
225 is my carrying capacity, and I'm carrying around 200. Coins is 129 pounds.
Gotcha. That's crazy. That's 100. Yeah, that's my body weight.
Yeah. I'm wealthy and
Jeez.
I'm carrying 25 pounds of coins. Like,
I have 129 pounds of coins on my person right now.
your coins cost or weigh almost as much as all of my items.
That's bizarre.
I'm carrying
Yeah,
200 pounds worth of stuff, and a lot of that is
mine
like armor and
doubles.
shit.
My items is 67.25 and my coins is 129, so it nearly doubles.
I added those bottles. I just put glass bottles in,
Mm-hmm.
and that's 40 pounds.
My word.
I'm carrying
Yeah.
40 pounds worth of alcohol.
Whew. Keep
We're
it fresh,
insane.
right?
Huh?
Tenzen has to like take a short rest before going to bed at night so he can like just key point heal his back all the way up. Just each vertebrate is getting a hand of healing.
Fort Tenzen.
That's why he goes to bed early every night, because he has to take care of his back.
So yeah, so too much more, and you won't be able to carry it all.
I have to get surgery. I'm worried at an angle here. I know like my insight roll should have put me at ease, but it's not putting DJ at ease. I'm just wary about something.
He's a banker.
Yeah.
Like that's his job is he's manages and keeps people's money safe basically.
Yeah.
When they go out on jobs and do stuff around, because this is a huge mercantile city, so and the fact that they've never had a theft is incredible, as he claims. And you seemed like he was telling the truth about that. Like you felt like he was being upfront and honest with you.
Okay.
He was there because he knew you had come into a large sum of money and was like,
Yeah.
hey,
I can do something for you and lighten this burden slightly.
basically, ease your mind.
Yeah. 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 I mean, I think it certainly makes sense.
He's just doing his job.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll
Gotta get
I
to
think we'll talk about it to Bruno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Are
yeah,
we still
no.
recording or no? Huh?
What? We don't talk about
One more time?
Did you end the recording?
Not yet.
Oh.
So, okay. We're going to say good night, YouTube. Thanks for watching. Hope this episode wasn't boring.
Good night, YouTube.